Well, good morning. Hey, it's time for Pioneer Update, where we bring you up to date with what's going on in the Batesville School District to service of the Citizens Bank, a bank built for you. Pleased to have as our guest today, Superintendent of Batesville Schools, Dr. Michael Hester. Good to see you again, sir.
It is literally good to see you, Gary. We've done these by phone, and so it literally is great to see you and fun to be back.
I want to start off by asking you, and I really know the answer, I guess, but it's just been difficult this year for students in the learning process. I've often talked to people and say, I just hope they haven't lost too much.
Yes, Gary, we have at the junior high, there's about 40% of kids that stayed virtual, and there's about 50% at the high school. And so we are trying to assess the learning loss because on-site is the best quality with instruction and accountability, because we're dealing with minors, we're dealing with immature people who don't understand what the goals are, maybe, and so trying to get them to understand the importance of what they're doing needs the village, really. Mm-hmm. And so what we're trying to do is go in and, we have to worry about at the secondary level, high school, if they don't pass their grades this semester, mm-hmm. then they can't play next year. So I know our athletic director's got pages of kids that he's hunting down and saying, get back to school, get on those grades, because if we were to take the eligibility list right now, we have many, many kids who would not even be eligible to play next year, and then that takes us out of sports is the best, or activities is the best after-school, at-risk program that you can have for your money to mm-hmm. intervene in kids' lives, to keep them hooked up into school, to keep them around positive influences, to make good use of their time, and to keep them in circles that they need to be influenced by. Mm-hmm. And so we don't want to let COVID cost us next year, too, in all those after-school and at-risk type situations.
I did want to ask you that because I know you had a great concern about it, but there have been some blessings of COVID.
Yes, there has. And so I wanted to share that because we're starting to see it thaw out a little bit and people open up a little bit, and we hope all that goes well. We're going to stay pertinent with all the 3 W's, but COVID caused us to realize that we're stronger now as a district and as professionals because we've realized some unlimited possibilities in areas we didn't think about. Our virtual meetings, the technology-centered pedagogy or instruction that the teachers have. Mm-hmm. And then we learn more things about how to clean for the flu and disinfect because mm-hmm. our flu numbers haven't hurt us. And, in the last 2 or 3 years, we've had to have an AMI day because flu was so bad.
Right.
And so we've actually learned a lot from our cleaning. Our transportations has found new routes and combination. The job duties using technology to work remotely have created all kinds of flexibility that is more desirable and efficient and economical. Time and space doesn't have to be an issue anymore. And then our teachers have got confidence now in themselves with the technology and the learning and the video conferencing. We had a really good number. We'd been at Chromebooks 1-to-1 for 3 years, and it wasn't as big a curve for us, but we didn't have everybody.
Right.
And now this just accelerated everything mm-hmm. to help hone the skills. And so our staff looks great. And then we found out that our students don't have to be absent from schoolwork or teachers, even when they're not at school, and our teachers don't have to be absent from school work or students, even when they're not at school. So the flexibility of how we operate has grown as our customer model, and then our sense of community has been enhanced with all of our stakeholders to get through this together.
Yes.
We've come together.
Oh, I tell you, it's really neat when you see the blessings inside something that you've never faced before. We've got just a few seconds left, but the girls play tonight, and they're at home, and the capacity has changed as far as how many can attend?
AAA today is going to allow us to go to one half the capacity of our gym.
That'd be how many people
It's
approximately?
600 people that
600.
we can let in.
Okay.
We were at 250. Now we're at 600. If you get a chance and can get into the game, please do. We got the state's #1 team. And our student body hadn't even got to watch them unless they went to an away game with a bigger gym.
And got a ticket.
Right, or you got a ticket. And so tonight we're going to increase the capacity and hopefully more people get in there. Let's go support them. These guys are amazing. You ought to see. They are the #1 team in the state,
Right.
and they are taking care of business, and they need our support. So tonight at 7, we'll be playing Marion at the Pioneer Gym.
All right. Hope you can attend tonight and cheer them on. You've been listening to Pioneer Update.